Hi guys, this is Clem from Empower Physiotherapy here. Today I'm going to talk about mobility. Mobility refers to your ability to move freely into various forms with limited stress on the body. Mobility together with strength and control are one of the fundamentals of movement and exercise. Being mobile means you have a greater spectrum available to you at certain joints. And that greater spectrum means that you're able to perform a greater variety of movement, and that can't be a bad thing. Today I'm going to talk about 5 key principles that you must bear in mind if you're looking to be mobile for life. Consider Joseph, who goes to the gym twice a week, and before every gym session he does a 10-minute mobility warm-up. That means that Joe spends 20 minutes a week exploring different ranges and looking for more freedom in his joints and muscles. So there's 168 hours in the week, so when you do the math, Joe spends 336th of that trying to improve his movement spectrum. Consider Bill. Bill spends 10 minutes a day on his mobility, on a mobility routine. Bill has badass mobility. He's smart. Be more like Bill. Mobility essentially involves teaching your nervous system to tolerate greater ranges of motion. This will not happen, however, if only 20 minutes of the available 10,000 plus minutes in the week are devoted to it. The rewards for mobility are very worthwhile, both mentally and physically. You might be pain or injury free now, but regular mobility work will help keep your joints and muscles healthy and keep that injury wolf from your door. The autonomic nervous system is split into 2 parts, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. The sympathetic side is your fight or flight, and whose purpose it is to prepare the body for imminent danger. So think of zebra running away from lion, think of lion chasing after said zebra. The flip side of that is the parasympathetic side, whose purpose is to rest and digest. So it's quite important for the parasympathetic side in the mental and physical regeneration of our body. So think zebra mating or grazing, or think lion eating said zebra. If you're looking to gain some more freedom in your muscles or joints, it's vital that you play around with the parasympathetic rest or digest side of your nervous system. And one way of doing that is by focusing on your breathing. Just like in mindfulness, a slow exhalation and continuous rhythmic breathing pattern will help switch on that parasympathetic side of your nervous system. However, holding your breath while moving into certain positions is just like treating a headache by banging your head off a brick wall. Yeah, you are doing something, but it's probably not that helpful. I wouldn't go as far as to say static stretching is old news, but it can be pretty boring. There is not one prescribed approach to stretching certain muscles for everyone. I might try a certain movement pattern to target a certain muscle, but then give that same movement pattern to a client and they may feel it in a completely different place, and that's okay. Mobility isn't always achieved with your classic static stretching. Sometimes playing about on the floor can have an even better effect. That's why primal movement patterns like monkey crawls and bear crawls can be so effective. They help the nervous system to tolerate certain ranges of motion which might not be tolerated if those same ranges were attempted in a standing position, for example. So free yourself of prescriptive stretching approaches to certain muscles and just explore what movements help you find the best stretch. This probably affects females more so than males in my opinion, but not everyone needs to become more mobile. Some people have huge ranges of motion available to them and could be considered hypermobile. You've probably seen these hypermobile people who can contort their bodies in such a way that they almost look like they've been run over by a bus. If you are hypermobile, then mobility probably shouldn't be a focus of yours. You should probably be placing more emphasis on strength and stability to help you control those greater ranges of motion that are available to you. You can make great strides from simply using body weight to build mobility. However, adding extra weight can give you a different emphasis. Adding weight helps build strength and flexibility into those new positions that you're targeting. Research has shown that eccentric training can help increase muscle fascicle length and can also reduce corticospinal inhibition, which is essentially your body's natural handbrake to prevent your muscles from stretching into oblivion. The key here, however, is to avoid becoming a hero. Eccentric stretching does not require that much weight, especially when using it in tricky areas like your hips or your lower back. Certain movements like the Jefferson curl for the lower back or weighted shoulder dislocates can be very, very beneficial for building strength and flexibility into certain movement patterns that you've achieved. So those are my 5 principles for mobility for life. All through Advent, which is the first 25 days of December for those non-religious amongst us, I will be running a Mobility for Life Advent calendar. So every day of December up until Christmas Day, I will be providing a mobility move of the day to help you build freedom and mobility into your body in the lead up to Christmas. So to keep updated on that mobility calendar, keep an eye on the YouTube channel and on Instagram for more updates. Thanks for listening, guys.